Hey, welcome back to Colour Crafts for the Soul. I'm so glad you're here. So today is a day I've been looking forward to for a while now. We have finished objects, and if you've been following along, you know that's the cause for a little celebration around here. I've got two projects to show you today, a poncho top and a granny stitch market bag. And I want to do more than just show them to you. I want to talk about what it felt like to make them, because for me creating has never just been about the finished thing. It's about what happens in the making. So grab your coffee, or my case of water, and get cozy, and let's get into it. Our poncho finished. Now first up, this poncho top. And oh my goodness, I'm so glad this one is done. It's made from 100% cotton, 8 ply from Summer Stash yarns. They're just cotton range in powder pink. And honestly, the colour alone makes me happy every time I look at it. And I'm not even a fan of pinks. And it's actually a very pale pink. Now, I have to be honest with you. This one did not come easily at the start. I frogged this more times than I care to admit in the beginning. There were a few moments where I nearly put it in, and we don't talk about that pile. But you know what? I kept going back to it. And that's the thing about creating. Sometimes it asks you to be patient with yourself, to start again without judgment, to trust that if you just keep showing up, it'll come together. And I made this one in the most beautifully ordinary moments, waiting in waiting rooms, sitting in the car, between appointments, afternoon patio time, which is where we are now, with a coffee. This afternoon I've got a water because I've already had a coffee, and little pockets of time that could have felt wasted, but instead became something. This piece is going to be available in my Etsy shop, and I will pop the link in the description once that's all set up. I'm also going to take it with me to the local market that's coming up in July, the end of July. I think it's the 26th. So if you're nearby, in other words, that you live around central Queensland, Australia, you're most welcome to come along and see everything that I have at the market. And now, next, reveal. Do you guys remember this? Last week I was working on this project and I had like literally just done the avocado bit and 2.5 rows of the lime. So it's now completely done. All the ends are weaved in, and as you can see, no ends. Yay. Now also with this one, I've used, like, that's avocado initially, and then we go to lime, and then we went to natural, and then stone, and then off-white. So off-white is also where on the handles are. And now this project just flowed. So obviously you can see that I've managed to complete this whole project in the past week, which really surprises me, because to have ends weaved in and everything, pretty amazing. And all the ends weaved in on the poncho top, amazing, thumbs up. And so this is my granny stitch market bag. Now I will put the designer's information into the description of the video for you so that you can go and check it out. Or if I can manage to figure out how to edit it into the video, I will put it somewhere around the video. Okay, so and I absolutely love how it turned out, and I'm thinking I should really make some more of these, but I have other market bags that I need to sell, and this one's just a test. So this one was made with 4 Seasons Blenders 8 ply, 100% cotton in avocado, natural, stone and off-white, and with Brighton in the lime colour, also 8 ply, but it's a cotton blend because I couldn't get a lovely green that would match in with the other colours, so that's why we used that one. And yeah, and it just gives it that little pop of brightness. And these colours just come together and feel so earthy and alive. And this one came together in about a week, like I said. So some afternoon patio time and some evening stitching, and actually a good chunk of it was made while I was watching live streams. A big shout out to Yarn Over Hook and Horizon Crochet. There is something so special about being in community while you create, even virtually. If you haven't checked out their channels, go and show them some love. And I will put their details into the description of the video as well. And that satisfying moment of weaving in the last end on this bag, chef's kiss. There is genuinely nothing like it. This bag is also available. It's going to also be available, in my Etsy shop and at my local markets. So it's the perfect size for farmers markets, run, or a trip to the beach. Okay, now, last week when I was doing this one, if you saw that video, you would know that I was thinking, wow, I could possibly be playing Yarn Chicken big time here. This is how much yarn was left. I made it. Woohoo! So I was thinking that I would only have the 3 rows, but I've got the whole 6 rows. So I'm super excited about that. And the poncho top that I've got on, and it was going to run out. This is all that's left. Like, I can't believe how close to losing Yarn Chicken I became. Okay, so I'm just going to have a sip of water. And if you're having a cuppa or a drink as well, have a sip. Or if you're working on a project, that would be really amazing as well. So now we're just going to settle in for a moment, and this is the heart of the video. And I just want to share something from my heart for you guys. So we're just going to take a moment before we close, because I think this is important. When I look at these 2 pieces, a poncho top that nearly defeated me, and a market bag that came together in moments of community and calm, I see more than yarn and stitches. I see what it means to keep going, to frog something and to start again without making it mean something terrible about myself. To find all yourself as well, because I'm sure I'm not the only one that frogs. Actually, I know that I'm not the only one that frogs. I'm not the only one that's challenged by different patterns and different designs, even though I've been crocheting for well over 40 years. And just to find your creative rhythm in the small moments. Like me, in waiting rooms, in cars, in quiet afternoons. I've spent a lot of my life being told I was too much, too sensitive, too intense, too whatever. And for a long time I carried that. But creating this is how I found my way back to myself, stitch by stitch, page by page, colour by colour. And that's why I do what I do. Not just the crafting, but the coaching, the healing work, all of it. Because I know what it feels like to carry something heavy that stops you from living the life you can almost see. I'm not here to be your hero. I'm here to be the key. To help you find your own voice, your own worth, your own way through. And if you're watching this and something in you recognized what I just said, I want you to know that you are not too much. You are exactly enough. And there is so much waiting for you on the other side of whatever you're carrying right now. So I want to ask you, what are you currently making? Whether it's a crochet project, a scrapbook layout, a card, or something in your own life, I'd like to know. Drop it in the comments below. Tell me what you're working on, what's bringing you joy right now, or even what's feeling hard. this space is for all of it. And if you're in a season where creating feels impossible, if the heaviness is too much right now, reach out. That's what I'm here for. Now, I'm going to attempt to put a little clip up in this video because I want to show you what I made. Actually, it might be, yeah, I did a little, what do you call, the speeded up video time lapse. I did a time lapse of at scrapbook on Saturday because I mentioned in the last video that I was going to scrapbook, and I don't do photos, so I do pictures on my scrapbooking pages. And so I took some photos and I will try and put them in the screen somewhere, and if not, I'm going to post them up on my community page so that you can have a look there. And yeah, so if you'd like to get your hands on the poncho top or the granny stitch market bag, you're going to find them in my Etsy shop, but I haven't got them there yet, but they will be there in the next few days. I will make sure that they're listed and they're available for you. I think I've got my settings to only be in Australia at this point in time because of the expensive shipping that we have to ship outside of Australia is crazy. And yeah, so all you have to do is search my shop, which is ColourCraftSoul on Etsy, or use the link in the description below. I'll probably put the link in the description. That'll be much easier for you. And I also sell at local markets, so keep an eye on the community posts for upcoming dates and locations. And if this video resonated with you, please give it a like. It genuinely helps more people find this channel. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you've found your way. Subscribe if you want to come along for the journey. We've got more projects, more honest conversations, and more colour coming your way. Until next time, keep creating, keep going, and remember, you are worth every stitch. Thank you. Bye. See you next week.